I think that how long you stay depends on whether you have systems or not and what you're trying to accomplish in the merger.
We've done some, we've also utilized like stay-around bonuses because that key personnel is the key to holding on to all those other people.
Yep.
Who don't trust us necessarily, so that's been successful.
Yeah, and that ranges from 1 to 2 years normally, right? And it depends on how fast you can transition that relationship and culture to your culture, right? I mean, this guy's an expert. He's a $3 billion company. So you got an expert in your ranks here. Okay. Any other questions before I give you my top 7? Any other questions? Nope, everybody's happy as a clam here. This is good. All right, now, if you notice in my handout, about 4 pages from the end, there's 1 through 7 sitting there by itself. If you listened to me today and you didn't take notes, you'll remember about 10% of what I shared with you. If you actually took notes, it goes up to 30 to 40%. If you actually will take one of these principles and review it with one of your staff within 48 hours, you'll retain 70 to 80% of that concept. So I'm trying to move you to the 40% level by having you write down the top 7 ways, okay? So here you go. Okay, the number 1 is the productivity pyramid. That's goals, coaching, accountability, and rewards. Why do I want that number 1? Think of the number of employees you have. If you just got a 10% increase in productivity, what would that do for your capacity or cost reduction? If you could get 200%, which I've experienced, think of what you could do. Okay? Goals, coaching, accountability, and rewards, the productivity period. Number 2 is the 80-20 customer gold program. It takes a lot of money to get a customer. And then if we sit there with a reactive customer service program and wait for them to call with a problem, we lose the whole opportunity to get the 3 benefits. 1, synergistic sales. 2, hot referrals. And 3, retention, taking the pain factor from 10% up to 40%. Number 3 is I'm a metrics kind of guy, Stephen. I love dashboards. So I like to graph cash flow. I like to switch to the contribution margin, so I'm actually finding what my real break-even is. And then I've given you the productivity index, which is revenue per full-time and your margin per full-time. There's a bunch of other metrics you can do, but these are ones that I've introduced to you today. Okay? Number 4 is why do customers buy? It's really fun to have an exercise with your team to go through and find out what you think customers buy for, and then go out when you're doing your 80-20 visits and find out what customers buy for. It's a fun exercise, and then you determine your top 3. You can include that in your email tags. You can do a blurb on your website. You can do it in your phone calls, but you can build your brand with the reasons why customers buy. Very simple. Instead of saying, have a good day, you can build your brand while you talk to them and close. All right? Number 5 is systems. Systems and processes are way more valuable than tribal knowledge. If you can convert your tribal knowledge to systems, you lower the risk, you are scalable, you then can plop your business in any other city if you have it into a system. By the way, systems normally don't get put into place until the company is between 50 and about 100 million in revenue. Once they get to that level, now they start doing systems, cross-training, and that type of efficiency with management. So if you are a smaller company and you have systems, your value goes up 2 or 3 times just because you have systems and you're reproducible. Reoccurring revenue, if you can turn an asset sale to a maintenance contract that's renewable every year, if you can take a monthly contract and make it a 3 or 4 year contract, this is golden. You take this revenue stream that you're projecting out here, like the lady in Minneapolis, 95% of that is assured. She's got 95% in an industry that's 40 to 50%. She's worth 2 to 3 times everybody else in the industry. Okay? The last one is the rifle versus the shotgun approach, which is over on the window over there. Find out your high growth, high margin segments and then market to them, because they are the ones that are going to give you the high value. Sometimes we do a valuation. I did one for one of my members. He had 8 SIC codes, NAICS codes. We looked at all of them. 2 of them had a multiplier, revenue multiplier between 1.5 and 1.7. The other 5 or 6 had 0.5 to 0.8. Where would be his high value segments that he should look at in his business? The ones with the 1.5 multiplier, right? So you can do that through the market number as well. High value segments use a rifle approach instead of a shotgun approach. Okay. I have a couple of favors to ask of you. One, I plan to send you an email with a sample valuation link and the top 7, and then I'll send also, if you want, the 10 company risk factors. I didn't include it in discussion, but I'll send that if you're in. Does anybody want to opt out of receiving this email? I have to ask.
Or you can send it to me and I'll send it.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you. I'm trying to do something different, but I appreciate that. You're awesome. Anybody want to opt out? No, you're good. Okay. Thanks. Okay. The second thing is, if you're so inclined, I like to get a 20 or 30-second video from somebody who really liked something about today. So it would be your name, your company name, your location, and I really like whatever. Is anybody willing to give me a 20 or 30-second video of what they liked in their experience? Don't all speak at once. 2 of you. Great. I'll take both of you. That'd be great. Thank you for volunteering. Okay. I guess that's where I'm at. So I hope you had fun today and that you were able to pick up something that will help take your business to the next level. It's great to be back in Florida. Thanks, Linda. Appreciate it. And you guys have a good time.